All systems check. We are Roger to go.
Welcome to the Great American Desert Southwest. I'm Norm Morrison, and this is the Santa Fe Report. Well, today we're going to be talking about creating a vision statement. And I have to apologize because I'd intended to get this video up yesterday. My initial intention was to do 3 or 4 videos along with the written content on my blog site. And that was going to be pretty much it. But after I started writing, it quickly became apparent that that there was a lot more that I thought needed to be said in terms of giving you some real help and guidance in creating your own vision statement. So I spent a good deal of yesterday and even a bit of time this morning creating that document, and it is some 11 pages long in the form of a Word document, and it was just much more than what I could possibly put on my blog site. So I'm creating these videos where we'll talk about the highlights and the high points of creating your vision statement. In my blog, there will be some more details about doing that in the written content. And in addition, there'll be the 11-page document that I've created, which you need only contact me for. It's free of charge. If you would like to get a copy of that document, just send me an email to the Santa Fe Report, that's all one word, the Santa Fe Report at yahoo.com, and I will happily email you a copy of that document back. Now, there's going to be a couple of more documents to come. Once we get into the vision board process, there's going to be some follow-up with that. And creating the vision board is really the fun part of the whole process. Creating your vision statement, which is the written version, is what we're going to be doing first, and it's a really great process. It's not necessarily an easy process, though, because we don't always know what we want in life. So we really have to dig deep sometimes, and that can be difficult. It can be a little bit time consuming, but it is so worthwhile. And until you dig deep and you really get the clear, solid answers, creating a vision board is really kind of all for naught. And it includes all aspects of your life: personal, career and job, social, recreational, financial, the whole thing. And it's a dynamic document. It's something that needs to be looked at and updated 3 or 4 times a year. You may find that your recreational goal of hang gliding off of the summit of K2 isn't so attractive anymore. It's okay to go in and delete something and then replace it with something else. It is so important to get as clear as possible as to what you want your life to look like in the future. This document connects you to your future through written statements which conjure up images in your mind that hopefully you can connect to emotionally, that create a really positive feeling in your body. And when you're creating this statement, there are absolutely no limits. Don't be concerned with limits that you think you have, because truly you have no limits. You may not think you have enough education, or you may not have the skill to do something, but those can be learned, those can be acquired. You may not think that it's possible for you to have a high level of income so that you can do more things in life, but the fact is that that's a lie. It's just something that you've bought into. So when creating your statement, think big. Put all the limitations you think you have in life aside and think big. Now, there's 3 crucial elements to a vision statement. The first is desire. The second is belief. And the third is acceptance. So number 1, desire. Do you truly, in your heart, desire the vision that you've created for yourself? Sometimes we may create a vision of a life of luxury, a 17-room mansion on the Mediterranean. But is that something that you really want in here? Number 2, belief. Do you really believe that your goal or vision can exist for you? And is it possible for you to attain it? And finally, acceptance. Are you really, truly willing to accept the actualization of the vision that you've created? In other words, when your vision comes to fruition, do you really want it? Now here's the big question. Why do you want to achieve these goals and attain the vision? Because if you don't have a big why, your chances of attaining your vision are going to be a lot more difficult. You have to have a why so big, tied to all your goals and your overall vision, that in thinking about it, it may bring you to tears. You have to have a huge emotional connection to the achievement of your goals, because if you don't, again, those goals and that vision are going to be difficult to come by. So the why that you desire all these things that you desire is just really critically important. Now we're going to be looking at 7 different areas of your life in creating this vision statement. And the first one we're going to be looking at is your physical body. What are your goals for your body? Do you want to release some weight? Do you want to gain some weight? Do you want to lower your blood pressure? Do you want to start exercising more? Do you want to start eating better, eating healthier? Do you want to start juicing? What do you want to do for the care of your body? The second area is spiritual. Perhaps you would like to start going to church more. Perhaps you want to develop a deeper connection with that entity that you may call God or Source or the universe. Perhaps you'd like to get to know yourself better. Maybe you'd like to release some of the limiting beliefs that you have. Now the third area is relationships. And I've broken that down for myself into 3 different areas. You don't necessarily need to do this. It's whatever feels right for you. I've broken them down into categories of friends and family, social relationships, and romantic relationships. And if you want to tie those together, that's perfectly fine. That's just what worked for me. Perhaps you'd like to develop stronger bonds with friends and family and spend more time with them. Maybe you would like to get out more into social settings and meet new people and make new acquaintances. Maybe you're single and you'd like to meet a potential new partner. Next we come to work and career. Do you like the job you're in? Do you like what you're doing? Do you like the company you're with? Would you like to get a promotion? Would you like a different job within your organization? Would you like to create your own business? Would you like to jump to another company in the same industry? What are your ambitions there? Do you want to get a raise? Do you want to get a promotion? What's possible? And next we come to financial, which certainly ties in with work and career. How much income do you think you'd need to live the lifestyle that you're creating? To create security for yourself, to create savings for old age? How much would you like to have in savings for a rainy day? Do you want to own your own house? That's part of financial. Next comes mental improvement. Would you like to learn something new? Would you like to learn how to make pottery? Would you like to learn a new skill? Would you like to take a class? Would you just like to start reading more books? How are you going to improve your mind? That's all part of the whole balance of your life picture. And it's very important that all these facets of our life, from financial to relationships to our physical body to everything, be in balance with each other. And lastly, we come to fun and recreation. What do you like to do? What's fun? And interestingly enough, that isn't always evident to some people. Some people get into a lifestyle that's very set and concrete, where fun and recreation aren't a common thing. And they may not even know what they like to do. Maybe you're one of those people. And there's nothing wrong with that. But recreation, having fun, going out and doing things that you enjoy, is very, very important. So it's a good time to explore what it is that really lights you up and makes you feel good. Now, we get to the last thing, and I refer to this as going with the flow. Within Buddhism, it's commonly said that attachment is a source of suffering. So what I want to suggest to you is that all these goals that you have as part of your life vision be held on to very lightly. Don't grasp your goals and vision so tightly, thinking that they have to be exactly as you dreamed them. Because the universe will show you other possibilities, other opportunities, other things to choose that may be even better than what you can imagine. So hold on to your goals, hold on to the vision. But if the opportunity comes for something different, something even better and greater, release your grip on that thing. Let it go and accept the better part. You have to go with the flow. Go with the flow of the river of life. And periodically you may make course corrections. But if you flow with life, as opposed to pushing against it, being in resistance of what's happening because you have a particular point of view that says things have to be like this, you may be missing out on a lot. That's all for today's video, folks. My email address, the Santa Fe Report at yahoo.com, will be at the end of this video. I would encourage you to send me an email, request the document. I'd love to have you have it, and we'll see you on the next segment. Take care, folks.